Hello and welcome to episode 3 of my Cricket Captain 2020 save with Leicestershire. Uh, Last time we played the first two championship games. We beat Notts and then we lost to Derbyshire, both by 2 wickets. Since then we've had mixed success. So the first game I played off camera was against Glamorgan. We beat them comfortably. I mean, we did bat very well in the first innings. Obviously Milan was injured, so Evans had to come in. Unfortunately, wasn't too impressive in a couple of games he played, but we'll get onto that. So all out for 198, and then we did bowl pretty well. Bowled him out for 227. Selman was the mainstay, if you like. Obviously, the middle order is the strongest part of their side. Labuschagne, Root, Cook, and Lloyd in there as well. But we did a decent job to bowl them out. We then scored a massive 393 for 9. Ackerman hit a century and Dearden hit not quite his first class best, but 81. Hill got 50 as well. Taylor 30 not out. So it was a very good innings from us. And we declared, and then we bowled them out for 136. And everyone bowled well in that second innings. Right, the pick of the bowlers 4 for 42. So we won by 228 runs. Next match we played against Sussex. Again, our first innings was disappointing. Made only 141. Danny Briggs took 4 foot. They bowled pretty well. And then we really didn't have any control at all, to be honest. Salt played really well, as did Bapara. Brown, Haynes was good as well, and Travis Head was 77. Contributions all the way down. Pick of the bowlers probably Griffiths, 2 for 87, but we did struggle largely in that. And we then made a decent effort with the bat. We scored 304. Horton finally found a bit of form. Azad was very good as well. Excellent opening partnership. But you can see here where the fall of wickets. We lost wickets in clusters really, and that's what stopped us from getting to a bigger total. Oh yeah, of course, yeah. We ended up, Garton took a hat-trick at the end. We couldn't make them bat again. They won by an innings and 57. We then played against Worcestershire. We bowled pretty well in the first innings, a little bit disappointing. They managed to get away. You see, they were 124 for 8 and got to 3-1. Wayne Parnell hit a century, and Josh Tongue as well got his highest first class score. But a 5 for Chris Wright, continuing his good form early in the season. Horton then got another 100, his second in 2 games. Azad got 47, contributions as well from Cosgrove, Taylor and Wright. 295, not a bad effort. And then we bowled him out for 228. Taylor was very good, Griffiths pretty good as well. I did bring in Ben Mike for this game, but he struggled a lot really. He didn't actually end up playing the next game. We bowled him out then for 228, and then we chased down the total of 165 fairly comfortably. Colin Ackerman 86 not out, the best performer in that second innings. And then final match before today we played Durham. We were put in not ideal conditions. All out for 245. It wasn't a terrible effort. Some decent contributions from the middle order and from Horton at the top. But Tom Taylor was he ended up getting injured after a tyre hurt, which, as you can see with the bowling, it wasn't an ideal situation. We had all of the pace bowlers bowling at least 25 overs each. And again, Ackerman and Rhodes, not really front line spinners, bowled 32 overs between them, but Rhodes did a good job in the end, 3 for 54. Bancroft got 100, Ecclesey 72, Bihardine and Steele as well with runs in the middle order. They scored 405, and it was always going to be difficult, and we succumbed to 97 all out. It was a disappointing effort really. I felt we should have at least made them bat again. So Taylor ended up being out for 3 weeks, so he'll miss obviously this game, and then probably about half of the T20 blast. The first week or so of that maybe. But we've got a match against the league leaders here. I'll just show you the table. We're currently in 5th, game in hand over everyone apart from Middlesex. Not again. We played an extra game. Middlesex, top of the league by quite a long way, to be honest. Although Sussex, obviously, if they win, can close that gap potentially. But having said that, we're comfortably away from the bottom of the table as well. Nottinghamshire, surprisingly, bottom of the table, despite arguably being one of the strongest teams in Division 2. So we're going to have to go and pick our team. It's a good pitch for batting. So I'd imagine we're going to need another bowler. We can't really go into it with 3 pace bowlers and then the 2 spinners. So it's probably going to have to be Will Davis to play his first game of the season, considering how bad Mike was. So Davis can come in. Batting, I mean, if we look at current championship season, openers not great. Ackerman's been very good. After that, very little to shout about. There's not really anyone to bring in either, though. It's either Evans, who averages 8, or Swindles, really. Potentially Lilly could come in. I think we're going to have to go with that, though. Just hope for the best. Hopefully we win the toss. We do. We're definitely going to bat first, looking at that. Hopefully we get to bowl at them on day 2. Their team, I mean, that side there doesn't actually look that strong. So it's surprising at the top of the table. I mean, Robson, international experience. Peter Hanscom, a very good player. The rest of it, I mean, fairly young. Only 4 bowlers. I'm guessing that's Simi Singh, the Irish spinner. 3 pace bowlers. Not really any part-timers there either. So hopefully, if we bat for a while, we can put ourselves in a good position. Right then, put it on boundaries, and let's hope for a good start. Is a good start from Horton. Boundary of his second ball. He started the season very badly, Horton, but last couple of games he's done a good job. Hopefully Azad can regain some of his form as well from that university match. Hasn't been a bad start. A little bit slow, but as long as we're not losing wickets, that's our main concern, just to get off to a decent start, which we have done. 50 partnership could be up here, and it is. Put the aggression up again, and hopefully start being able to find the boundary a little bit more. That's the first wicket. Horton gone for 28. Ackerman's been a little bit inconsistent at 3. If we look at his recent form when we can. 79 for 1 at lunch, not a bad opening session. Ackerman, so he's had some very good innings. He's also had some very poor innings at number 3 of late. So hopefully he can produce one of the good innings today. He started alright, 3 early boundaries. Azad just ticking along nicely. He's approaching 50. And he gets it there. 100 up as well. So this has been a pretty good start from us. And we hope to keep it going throughout the day. And have a chance to bowl at them then when the clouds come in on day 2. That's the plan anyway. Whether we can execute that plan is a different matter. We've lost Azad now, but I have to say we've had a better start to the season than I expected. Obviously Leicestershire in real life have had a terrible run the last few years. They certainly don't have the strongest of sides, so I was surprised by I mean, we've won 3 games already out of the first 6, so that's probably as many games as they won in the whole of last year. You know, they obviously went, was it nearly 2 years without winning a game in the Championship a few years ago. So I certainly won't complain about the start we've had. It's a much better start from what I remember than my Derbyshire save was last year. That's the end of Cosgrave has been a bit disappointing, unfortunately. Dearden, I mean, he's only young, but I would have expected a little bit more from him. Ackerman's played nicely here, though. Hopefully Rhodes can give him a bit of support. But it's just our middle order that's where we start to struggle. Our top order's decent, but then after that there's not a lot. You could even say the tail basically starts at 5. Would be a little bit disrespectful perhaps to some of the all-rounders we got there, but that's certainly something we need to improve when we get the opportunity at the end of the season, and hopefully we'll get some batsmen coming through the youth setup. You can fill in that middle order. I'd be interested to see what we do with the T20s. I haven't really considered how we're going to make a team yet for that tournament. Ackerman's approaching his century here though. He's on 98 and cuts for 4 to get his 100. Good innings from Ackerman. He has had, I mean, if you look at his current year in the Championship, he's averaging 64. It's a very good season overall he's having. So I won't complain. I mean, everyone's a little bit inconsistent, aren't they, really? That's Rhodes gone as well. And if Hill goes here, you see the faith I have in my players. I just almost expect some of these middle order batsmen to get out early. We've done a decent job here though. It's certainly been an improvement on some of our first innings over the last few games. With Dan Lincoln bowling now. He played a few T20s last year for Middlesex, didn't he? But he's certainly not a bowler. Even Peter Hanscom's bowled a few overs. Bring down the aggression just a touch at the end of the day. Now this is when batting becomes difficult. We've nearly lost Ackerman first ball of the day. So just hope to add as many runs as we can, to be honest, in the morning, and then we'll get a chance, hopefully, to bowl at them while it's still a bit cloudy. We've done alright here, though. Haven't lost a wicket so far on day 2, and Ackerman took us past 300. That's a 3rd batting point. We won't be able to make it to a 4th. We kept going here. Ackerman's playing really nicely. 148. Probably his highest score of the season, I'd have thought. Yeah, comfortably, I think. And that'll be his 150. Lewis Hill's done okay as well, actually, 35. But just over 50 strike rate at the moment. Ackerman put down at slip. That is a problem we've had, actually. A lot of catches dropped in the slips, mainly. Which have cost us at times. Ackerman clears the boundary again. This partnership's got to be near 100, surely. Nearly. Another boundary would take it past 100, and Ackerman's done exactly that. It might be worth declaring at lunch. If Ackerman keeps going the way he's gone this morning, and we could be at 400 odd. Or maybe it is worth just going for as long as we can, really. Just try and bat them out of the game, make it so we can't lose, and then try and bowl them out twice. Hill's going to go for 54, but that's a useful innings, for sure, from Hill. Ackerman still going strong. Approaching his highest first class score, isn't he? 196 not out as his current best. We won't put his aggression up just yet with a lunch coming up. Klein's been useful with the bat. Struggled a little bit at times with the ball. That's why he was dropped for Mike at one stage, but we're going to be better off just bringing Klein back in, I think, than trying to persist with Mike, who unfortunately struggled badly in the one game he played. Ackerman just 8 runs away here from a double hundred. It's the highest score of the series so far, and he's going to get his double hundred. Brilliant innings from him. He's going to keep going as well. Put his aggression up then, and the same for Klein. If we keep going like this, we'll potentially declare maybe 45 minutes before tea. Give him half an hour at the openers. Tail slightly longer, obviously, with Taylor out injured, but Wright has done a pretty good job actually this season. If we look at current competition, average of 15 from someone who's been bad at number 10. That's not bad. Certainly take it. Ackerman's going to keep going. He's on 212. We might get him to keep the strike. Just score as many as possible. Keep his aggression nice and high. He's not looking like getting out, is he? He's been brilliant today. Oh, I've done it again, haven't I? Done it again. Brilliant innings though, 220 from Ackerman. And, I mean, we're getting close to the point where we might as well just declare. We might not need to though. Get Wright to attack a little bit, he's the best of the two batsmen. He's going to go for 10 anyway, that's no problem. 454 all out. I mean, Ackerman scoring nearly half our runs, brilliant innings from him. It takes him to 846 runs for the season. Championship 761, average of just below 70, so very happy with him so far. We'll attack with the new ball. We've got about 50 minutes before tea. And Klein, good start from us. 43 for none. We'll go with Griffiths then after tea. Davis. Griffiths again. I mean, we're creating chances. We haven't been able to get the breakthrough just yet. We have now. Gavin Griffiths gets Sam Robson LBW. Davis to Gubbins, that's another LBW. Good start from these two. Then we'll attack to both new batsmen. If we can get hands come early, it's going down leg, but that would be a big wicket. No, he's easily their best player. A long way up. It's looking like it's going to go for 4, yeah. I mean, Davis has been expensive, hasn't he? We just can't seem to find another seamer, really. We've got Klein, Wright, Taylor and Griffiths who have done a decent job, but anyone else we tried does seem to struggle. That's an easy catch really for Hill. Catch he should have taken. We'll go for a little bit of spin before the end of the day. See if Rhodes can get us a breakthrough. Bowled well in the last game. A little bit expensive to start here, but he gets Eskenazi caught at slip. That's excellent, and then we'll go back to Griffiths. And he could get Holden. No, not out. That's fine, and that's a pretty good end to the day. I mean, Davis again, it's just that 4-seamer, we can't really find anyone with Taylor injured. Griffiths gets his second wicket though. We're still well in control of the game. We might end up having another. We're probably going to have a bat again, to be honest. We'll go back to the spinners then for a little bit. Rhodes can hopefully get another one here. That should be gone. Good catch. Easy catch, to be fair. Lincoln, the new batsman. Rhodes has been expensive as well, but he has taken 2 wickets so far. We'll go to Ackerman as well. Hopefully we can get another breakthrough before the new ball and then wrap up the tail nice and quickly. Final ball before lunch on day 3. Ackerman to Singh. Man, he's going to get him. Great finish to the session. Yeah, just give these two one more each and then we can take the new ball. Give it to Wright. Bowling to James Harris, and he gets him. Good start. I'll go Griffiths. He's bowled better than Klein today. Roland Jones just going down leg. Another chance. That one's going to be out. And then if we just finish it off. I mean, Dan Lincoln, good innings from him. 69 of 93. Played a little bit in real life, obviously. Never played a first class match. Griffiths round the wicket. Still can't break this final partnership. A little bit frustrating this. We'll just defend a bit against Lincoln, and that's brought the breakthrough. Critt's right, finishes it off. He takes 2 wickets. Griffiths 3, Rhodes 2, and then 1 each for each of the other bowlers. We got a lead of 90. So we need to be just a little bit careful. I might actually just go with just chances as well, otherwise these videos are going to be very long. I mean, I know the last one was more than 40 minutes. We started well here though. Perhaps in the T20s we'll go with boundaries as well. But in other formats, just so the videos aren't quite as long. Good opening partnership here though, 72 so far. Now Horton's going to go for 43, but a good innings from him. Now obviously in that Derbyshire game we declared slightly too early. I thought there's no chance they'll chase down, what was it, 260 in about a session and a half? But they did. So we do just need to be a bit careful. Azad goes for 49 unfortunately. And hopefully the players, he should be our best 2 batsmen. Ackerman's shown it this year, Cosgrove hasn't. But hopefully they can get us to a good score. Cosgrove's gone the first ball of the day. And this is where we do need to be wary. Because we've only got a lead of about 230 at the moment. And if we don't bowl well, they could easily chase that down. Rose is going to go as well. I mean, Ackerman really is the key member of our team, isn't he? He's on to 60. Could be gone here though. Just gets lucky. They've taken the new ball. Lead is near 300. It's now past 300. We'll get them to attack a little bit. Hill's done a decent job. As I say, that he gets out, obviously. That was to be expected. Ackerman's got another 100. That's 2 for the game. Brilliant form this year. If we look at, I mean, at the moment averaging 78. Obviously the not out's going to inflate that average a little bit. But I'm very happy with him so far. I didn't actually realise how far into the day we'd gone. There's no chance they'll chase that down. So we might as well just go full aggression at him. It would have been a brilliant start. Catch put down by, it would have been Colin Ackerman. Oh dear. Unbelievable. Right to Gubbins. Gubbins, brilliant catch from Azad. First wicket. And we may as well just keep attacking as much as possible. They're not going to chase it down. That could have been out maybe. We'll go to Griffiths then. Good catch from Horton. We need 8 wickets in the final session. It's going to be a tough ask, but it's not completely out of the question. Griffiths to Hanscom. That is out, I think. It is. And if it gets late as well, nearly off the edge first ball. Rose wants a piece of the action. Griffiths has bowled a good spell here and he's got lace. Now if we can get one of these two, but they've managed to survive for the time being. It is looking unlikely now, but we have got a hold on eventually. Klein's gone to run a ball, but as long as we're taking wickets I don't really care about the economy at the moment. Unfortunately though, we're not taking wickets either. Robson's played really well, to be fair to him. It's finished a draw. Probably my bad really. I didn't realise quite how long we'd batted for. That's our first draw of the season. Griffiths bowled well in that second innings. Unfortunately we were unable to... I mean, if we got Robson early it might have been a different story. We weren't able to capitalise. Finishes the draw at 11 points. We'll certainly take that. Not a bad effort. We're in third. Obviously 4 teams below us with the game in hand and only 7 points between us and Worcestershire, so we could definitely drop down the table depending on these results. We'd probably be able to have a look actually by the time the T20 Blast starts. No, they haven't played yet. That's fine. So we'll play this first T20 here. I'll play a few more off camera then. Alright, so no T20 overseas players obviously this year. I'm going to bring in Lilly and also Callum Parkinson. He's going to come in for... I mean, if we try and keep a bit of realism, who played T20s last year? Right, I mean he was terrible last year, looking at those stats. We'll bring Parkinson in for him. Yeah, spinner's pitch as well. So we'll have 3 spinners, Ackerman, Lilly and Parkinson, so that's no problem. Do we have any aggressive batsmen? Here we go. Milan obviously would be, but he's still injured. I mean everyone else is just defensive or very defensive. I'm going to open with Cosgrove and Horton. I mean, I guess they use the Lily as a pinch here, don't they? We'll have him at 3, Ackerman 4, and then we go Azad, Dearden, Hill, and then we've got the 4 bowlers, 2 more spinners there. It would be... We'll open with Davis and Klein. That's probably going to be our strongest side, to be honest. Swindles is apparently in good form. He's had 2 good innings. The rest is very average. Rhodes maybe could come in if we needed to. But I think for now we'll go with that for this first game. It's going to be a struggle. But we'll give it a go, see where it gets us. Okay, this whole match might just be rained off actually. Bowling first. So we might end up playing the next one. Rain stop play, match reduced to 19 overs. Okay, fair enough. The forecast looked bad. But maybe it wasn't quite so bad as we thought. Speaking of bad, it hasn't been the best start from us. Davis now to McDermott. Very good T20 player, Ben McDermott. You see him in the Big Bash. He's got a good record. Give Klein another over. And he's got the breakthrough. Godalming goes. Good start. We'll go to Gavin Griffiths now. He probably has been our best bowler, to be fair, so far. Wicket with his first ball. Wayne Madsen, big wicket as well. And that's going to potentially go for 6. No, 4. Looked like it was going further. Very good over though from Gavin Griffiths. Back to Will Davis. It's going to be 4 more. And he gets deploy as well. This has been a great start from us. Lewis Rees first ball as well. He would have been on a hat-trick. We'll go to Parkinson then with the end of the power play. His first ball to Alex Hughes. And that could be gone. It is gone. First ball of the season for Parkinson. We'll give Griffiths another over, because he's been brilliant so far. 3 for 12. Gets Hussain as well. 4 for 16. Chance for a fifer. I mean, are they his best? Yeah, easily his best bowling figures in T20. Parkinson can continue. Great first over from him, and he gets McDermott as well. 52 for 7, Derbyshire. Michael Cohen, the new batsman. That's out as well. Parkinson, 3 for 1. Amazing figures. Ackerman, 55 for 8. Brilliant again. Our spinners have been fantastic, as has Griffiths. Keep Ackerman going. Might not even need to use Lily. Parkinson, 3 for 9. Can he finish it off? Nearly. I mean, Abbott's a decent batsman. He seems to be doing okay at the moment. He's 21. Yeah, he's got the second highest score. We'll go back to keep Ackerman for one more over. Oh, he's only got 2 runs. That's good. Klein can come back. Just try and finish this off, really. There's going to be 3 overs left. We don't need Davis to bowl out. Ackerman's going to get Abbott. There we go. He may finish it off in this over. Ravi Rampal, not known for his batting. Brilliant spell from Ackerman. 4 overs, 1 for 12. We'll go back to Griffiths. Hopefully he can finish it off in this over. I mean, Rampal really is 1 off 8. It's not great from Rampal, but obviously you can't expect too much from him. Best bowling, all-time record for Leicestershire, Gavin Griffiths. Very good from him. It's his best bowling as well. Parkinson, he does have a 4 for in T20, so not his best figures. But an outstanding bowling performance from us. 83 all out, Derbyshire. Should be an easy chase. I say it should be. There's no guarantees in T20 in this game, but we only need 4 and over, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem. We'll put the aggression down, I think, just to start with. I mean, 3 for none off 2 overs isn't a great start. There we go. Horton clears the rope and we're underway. 13 for none. We started very slowly, but it shouldn't hopefully be too much of an issue. As long as we're keeping wickets in hand, which we have done so far. Horton's hit 3 boundaries in the over, so he's doing a good job. 36 for none after the power play. Cosgrove, a good T20 player. He's hit a couple of boundaries here off Tony Palladino. The rate now below 3. We could do this without losing a wicket, to be honest. It's looking like it at the moment. Horton's been really good. Did play a T20 last year for Leicestershire. Who would have opened then? Now that I think about it. Neil Dexter, maybe? It's in the T20s. I mean, it probably would have been Dexter and Cosgrove. If we've done really well here. Just 4 runs needed. Rampal to Cosgrove, and he finishes it off. What a start that is to the T20 blast. 85 was what we were chasing. Win by 10 wickets. Brilliant start. Gavin Griffiths, unsurprisingly, man of the match. That could, it does put us top of the group comfortably on net run rate. Very good start to the competition for us. We got our next match the very next day, in fact, against Northants, who lost to Lancashire. So that will probably not come in the next episode. If we look at our fixtures, so we've just played this one here. We'll come back for a double header. We'll come back for the last 2 T20s before this championship game, so Lancashire and Notts. I'll come back for them, so I'll play these next ones off camera, and of course I'll update you before we play those next games. In fact, we might do a triple header, because T20s, I mean, that game was very short, so we'll do the 3 games: Warwickshire, Lancashire, Nottinghamshire. So I'll play these 4 off camera. 4, 3. Play these 3 off camera, and I'll see you for the 3 games afterwards. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you again soon.